Hi, and welcome to our video on how to draw a basic 1 and 2-point perspective cityscape. In previous videos, we have practiced the vocabulary words and the formula for both 1 and 2-point perspective. The links to these videos can be found in the description. In this video, we'll combine both 1 and 2-point perspective together, following those same formulas. The first step in both 1 and 2-point perspective is to draw the horizon line and then add the vanishing point or points. Because we're going to squeeze in both 1 and 2-point perspective on this paper, I put the left vanishing point a little bit in from the left side and the right vanishing point all the way on the right side. We're going to go ahead and start with our sidewalk first. To begin, connect your ruler to your vanishing points and draw orthogonal lines. These orthogonal lines will represent the sidewalk. The sidewalk on the far left is represented by 1-point perspective because it will only be working with the 1 point. The two sidewalks in the center of the vanishing points are represented by the 2 points, therefore those will be in 2-point perspective. So to draw the expansion joints or sidewalk lines on the left sidewalk, what you'll do is you'll use horizontal lines straight across, and as they move back into space, those horizontal lines appear to get closer together. Remember, in 1-point perspective, you use horizontal, vertical, and orthogonal lines. To add a curve or a step up to the sidewalk, add a third orthogonal line to each of the sidewalks. This orthogonal line should be very close to the sidewalk with a very thin space between them. Going back to the 1-point perspective side to draw the expansion joints going down the curve, what you would do is you would add vertical lines from the expansion joints straight down. This just adds an extra 3-dimensional element to your drawing. Before we move back to the 2-point perspective side, let's finish 1-point perspective. Going back to the formula of 1-point perspective, you start with the face of the object. This is step number 3 after you add the horizon line and after you add the vanishing point. Since I'm going to be starting in the foreground, I'm actually going to start with the side of the building that's going off of the page, just so I can fill the space. Next, I'll go ahead and fill up the rest of the space on the left-hand side with as many buildings in 1-point perspective as I can fit. Starting with the face of the object, that would be a square or a rectangle. Step 3 in the formula. You can see that this rectangle is going behind the other one in front of it. Step 4 is to add your orthogonal lines. So the sidewalk is another orthogonal line already drawn. The 5th step is to end with parallel lines. And there's your building in 1-point perspective. Now spend some time filling up the entire left side of your drawing with buildings in 1-point perspective. Feel free to pause this video to do this and restart when you're ready. Okay, now that we have finished the 1-point perspective side of our drawing, we're going to go back to 2-point perspective. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to finish the sidewalk. Now in 2-point perspective, the way that you draw the expansion joints of the sidewalk is to connect your ruler to the vanishing point on the opposite side, drawing each expansion joint line as an orthogonal line. The expansion joints on the curve are vertical lines, just like in 1-point perspective. Okay, back to our 2-point perspective formula. Step number 3, because we've already done step number 1 and 2, is to draw the front edge. The front edge is a vertical line. Step number 4 is to connect the top and bottom of that front edge to both vanishing points. And then step number 5 is to draw parallel lines. To get the top back end of this building, what you'll do is you'll connect the vanishing point on the left to the corner of the building on the right, and the vanishing point on the right to the corner of the building on the left, and you will crisscross your lines. So where those lines meet, that's the end of the building, and that is step 6. Okay, let's repeat that step again. Go ahead and start with the front edge, which is a vertical line. Connect that front edge to both vanishing points on the right and the left. Only draw your orthogonal lines as far as you want your building to go. End the building with parallel lines, which are vertical lines. And then to get the top of the building, crisscross your lines. Okay, go ahead and take a few minutes and fill up the entire space between these two vanishing points using 2-point perspective. Feel free to pause the video so you can draw and then restart the video when you're ready if needed. To make our three-dimensional objects look like buildings, we'll need to add details such as windows, doors, signs, and architectural elements. Working on the 2-point perspective side, your doors and windows and signs will use vertical lines and orthogonal lines only. To make your doors and windows appear more three-dimensional, you can make the windows and doors look as if they're set into the building instead of being flush or flat with the building wall. To do this, go ahead and take your ruler and on the part of the door that's furthest from you, add an orthogonal line at the bottom, then a vertical line up, and then where those two lines connect, use your vanishing point on the opposite end to draw the bottom of the door. Erase the part of the sidewalk that you started with so that your sidewalk line will look as if it goes right up to the door, meaning the cement goes right up to the door, and you're done. Okay, go ahead and take a few minutes and fill up the entire 2-point perspective side of your cityscape with as many windows, doors, buildings, and architectural details as you can. As you go back and forth between your buildings, make sure you're aware of which perspective you are in and which vanishing point you should be using as you draw your orthogonal lines. And congratulations, you now have a basic cityscape utilizing both 1 and 2-point perspective. We hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us at Art Teacher Fusion for more lessons, resources, and inspiration.